With the new science hall opening next semester, many people are curious about what it has to offer. I spoke with the Dean of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Ewing, to answer some of those questions.
The idea is to have an integrated, comprehensive science center where the different sciences can all interact with each other and have more convenient synergies than they can presently achieve.
One of the benefits for students will be a centralized mail facility.
The student mail facilities will all be centralized on the first floor of Science Hall, so you'll have the same mailbox all 4 years that you're a student here, an undergraduate at Canisius, and you can go to this kind of centrally located building to get your mail.
It will also feature an upgrade of the current Autism Institute with the brand new Autism Center.
We have a new Autism Center. We've had an Autism Institute, a research program here in autism for a number of years, but they haven't really had space. They've been using dormitory space.
Also, students are curious about which part of the building will be opened in the fall.
First level, the street level, this summer. Classes will be held in there in the fall. The lower level consists mainly of the physics department and ITS. The upper floors of Science Hall will be second floor chemistry and the third floor biology, but we don't have opening dates for those floors because we're still raising money.
The new building will also include a cafe for students.
Hall. It won't be full service. The first year it'll be more limited, some things to drink and sandwiches, things of that nature, but it'll be a full-blown facility with all kinds of different menu options come the following year. The work with ITS will move into the basement of science. The idea is to empty out Whaley because Whaley currently is math, computer science, and ITS.
With Whaley not in use next semester, what are its plans for the future?
To do whatever we do if the building's empty, whether that's renovation or knock it down and replace it. In the meantime, we'll save money on operating Whaley. We won't have to, clean it and heat it as much and cool it in the summer and so forth. So it's a money-saving idea as well as making it easier to do whatever we ultimately decide to do.
The addition of the new science hall, the future of the old science buildings, is uncertain.
Really, there's no decisions that have been made on any space that will be moved out of, including the physics space, which will be available to someone. We just don't know who yet. The physics space in Horan O'Donnell, when the physicists move in the summer of 2013, that will be available. There's been a small committee appointed by the president to look at that, to collect space needs from around campus and decide who should move into the space that's being moved out of. What we need to do and will do ultimately is a overall campus plan, a so-called campus master plan, so that we can think about what happens to Whaley, what happens to health sciences, what happens to all of Horan O'Donnell, because when chemistry moves out ultimately, classrooms will be what we call level 3. The most sophisticated technology that we currently have in any of our classrooms, that will all be provided in every classroom in Science Hall except one, and one will be even more beefed up in terms of technology than what we currently call level 3. I think we're going to call it level 5.
With resources such as student accounts located in other science buildings, the addition of the Science Hall will be the first step in what Canisius hopes to have as a one-stop shop.
Putting student accounts in the same vicinity as financial aid and student records and academic advising and the retention office, everything academic.
As far as the completion of the building, Dr. Ewing couldn't give a definitive answer.
Hopefully, as soon as we can, obviously, we'll finish the building, the upper 2 floors, and get chemistry and biology into the Science Hall.
This is Nathan Barrelari reporting for Canisius Chronicles.